everyone, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been so long and I've not uploaded for a long time now, but I was really busy with my internship and my internship finally got over and I really wanted to do a proper video. One thing you have to know is that I don't really like making vlogs about my daily life, traveling, this and that. Like, it's not really my vibe, and since this is my space, this is my channel, I want to do something that I like. I know views, subscribers, it matters, but I want to have my own line of interest. I find more comfort in talking with you guys, or sharing my thoughts, make things clear. Since I don't script it, it's very difficult for me to organize my thoughts and articulate it properly to you as a viewer. Because as a viewer, if I am so lost, I know you'll be confused, you'll be irritated, and you might lose interest, but please stick in there. So currently it's I think around 9:30 p.m. and I've done my skincare and all these things, but I couldn't sleep. Like, I can't sleep, and I don't want to keep on postponing, that I'll make it tomorrow, I'll make it tomorrow, I'll make it tomorrow, I'll make it next week. So I decided to do my makeup. My views might be different, my experiences might be different, and your experiences might be different, so take it with a grain of salt. Right now I'm in Nagaland and I can't wait to go back to Shillong. And if you have watched my previous video, I was ranting about how I hate Shillong, how I hate the weather, how I hate the place, but this summer I've been humbled. So now I want to go back. I've already moisturized, but I'll just moisturize it again. I came to Shillong in the year 2023. Our session starts in August, but my friend and we came 2 weeks before our session starts, and you cannot blame us because there were no official notice given, just that it was just some, we got an idea from this senior, that senior. There was no official notice from the college itself, so we came to Shillong. And at first when we came, we were looking at the streets and we're like, wow, it's gonna be so amazing. Like, these roads, how are we even gonna remember these roads? Like, the roads are so clean, the places, the trees, the weather, perfect. Like, everything was like, we were like, oh my goodness, we have never seen this in Nagaland. So yeah, we were really, just like first years, so obviously we were excited, and we have lots of expectations, because like, this is our first time, leaving our state and coming to a different state, a different place. We have no family, we have no relatives. So I contacted my friend who, like, my ex-classmate who is already there in Shillong. So I contacted her and she gave me a number for someone. Since she's from San Admins, from there I contacted that person, and I became very close, and now she's my favorite singer. Her name is Lima Kumla. So oh yeah, if you're watching this, thank you so much. It's all because of you that I got a safe place to stay in Shillong. First of all, let's talk about the PGs. So unfortunately, we did not get in the main hostel. If we were to stay in the main hostel, the expenditure would have been less. We wouldn't be spending this much, because the main hostel is cheaper, but it's hard to get in. Why? Because I think they prefer Catholics first, and then the second, I don't know, the science students maybe, but yeah, it's really hard for just the common students to get in. They asked me to give me a reason that they should take me in. But I gave my reasons, and I even lied. I said that I'm very religious. I wake up at 5 a.m. and I pray to God. My spiritual life is very healthy. My relationship good. I lied all those like jhut bol diya. But because I have to get admission, because it's cheaper that way, it's more convenient that way, it's closer to the college. So if you are coming to Shillong, you better try for the main hostel. Others, the PGs and hostels, I think it is around. First, they will charge 5,000 for security deposit. That's what they charge me. I don't know for the other hostels, but I think it will be the same. 5,000 for the security deposit, another 5,000 for all this maintenance and all these things, and another 5,000 in advance. So that makes it 15,000. And yeah, the hostel fee, it goes around, the least amount they would charge is 7,500. 7,500, and then the others ranges around 7,500 to 8,000, 9,000. Some single room 10,000 maybe. My friend and I, we had we took a sharing room because obviously the fee was too much. They were we were paying 8,000 each, and we had to share a room. And then the room was so small, like it was so tiny, it was so congested. It's like a matchbox. So yes, we were sharing that room. We were paying 8,000 each. So that makes it 16,000. So you better get into the main hostel, because the main hostel, they pay in installments. Yeah, as far as I know, they pay in installments. But when it comes to the mess fee, monthly fee, they just pay they are not even paying half of what we are paying. Like they are paying less than half of what we are paying. So imagine, since we're paying 8,000, the half of 8,000 would be 4,000. So they are paying less than that. So you better get into the you better get in main hostel. So yeah, that's the whole thing about PGs. And now talking about rent. Since currently I'm living in rent without my parents knowing, please, my family members, if you're watching this, please, I beg your pardon not to send this video to my dad. Since we're paying a lot, my roommate and I, my best friend and I, we decided to move out of that hostel. Child, come on, let's get out. We cannot think this anymore. We're paying too much and the food is so bad. But let me tell you, the hostel was it was very cozy. The room was very cozy, but we need personal space. And I realized that after staying in that room with my god-on best friend, I still love him and I still care about him, but I realized that I need personal space, and so does he. It's better to get a single room, because we have mood swings and we have all these problems, even though you're best friends for life. When we were in London, we were we'll be together forever and ever. And the second week of us living together in that hostel, in that small room, we started fighting, passive aggression and all these things. So yeah, it was really toxic for both of us, so we decided to move out. But the hostel was good. Our owner was really good. She was really friendly, and she was good to us. But at that point, we had we did not think about all these things. We did not philosophize about how good our warden is, how good the other students that we were living with is. We just wanted to get out. So we were searching for rent, but the rent was, oh my god, the rent was so expensive. So before getting into that story, for your information, let me talk about the rent. So rent in Shillong, it's so hard to find, and I don't know, I am not being racist, or I'm not being, I'm not saying that culture, that people from there are bad. There are good people as well as there are bad people. But this is just from my personal experience, so please don't be offended. But, we were searching for rent, we were going to door, we were knocking, we were contacting all these brokers and all those things. Okay, that's okay. Most people don't take you in if you're a student. That's okay. I mean, I understand maybe because some students, they get drunk, they party and all these things. So yeah, they wouldn't usually take students in, they prefer families more. But usually people get mil jata hai. But for the second question they will ask when we were going door to door knocking, when we were contacting the brokers and all these things, they will ask are you a student? Yes. Are you in Naga? Yeah. And if we say yes, they will slam the door on our face. So yeah, if you're in Naga, it's really hard to get. We usually lie and we say we are Arunachali because that's the closest that we can say, or we are Nepali, or all these things. Prices of rent are if you are around Lai Mukra, if you are around Beat House, or you are around the college area, San Anthony's, San Edmunds and all that, the prices range around 25,000, 30,000, for a decent living space, for a decent living condition, they charge that much. Just imagine, student, just imagine 25k for 2 rooms and 1 bathroom, 1 BHK, 2 BHK for 2 it's a lot. The affordable prices are around Nehu, but that's too far, or in Nontumai, or that's where I'm currently living in. So and that is also too far. So the prices range around 10,000, 12,000. It's the whole thing about pricing and all these things. So coming back to the story, so my best friend and I, we decided to get out of the hostel. So we were but the situation how we got out was very complicated. We were searching for rent and we did not get rent. People were slamming doors on our face. So I was in so many groups. I don't know why I was in so many groups at the time. I was in so many WhatsApp groups, like random people aiding me, and I also wanted to be there in those groups because first semester I was like, yes, I have to study, I have to make connections, I have to join these unions and clubs and all these things. Now I don't even go to college. So there was this guy who texted in an another union group. So he was searching for a roommate. So I texted him up, and we had a very good conversation about the moving in and all these things. He was also ready to accept me and my friend. I was so excited. I was telling my best friend, you go and check the house, because I think at that time I was at home. I came back home for some holidays and all these things. So yeah, not holidays, I took some personal vacation because I really needed to get out of Shillong at that time. So, I asked my friend to go and meet the person that we will be moving in, and he went and he came and he was like, they were so nice and all these things. They were so nice. I'm using the pronoun they. So they were so nice, and he came back and he was telling me all those things. But he also have to confirm to the landlord. He texted me and asked, the landlord is asking if you guys are Naga. And since we were desperate to move out of that place, I told him to tell the landlord that we are Arunachali. So he told the landlord that we are Arunachali, and the landlord agreed and all those things, and we got in. Yes, I was telling my friend, yes bro, we are getting out of this creepy, small, congested place. So now we have to move out from that place, and there is usually a contract when you are joining a PG or when you are joining a hostel. That contract says you have to complete this. If you are starting from August, you have to leave in August, so that makes it 1 year. So you have to complete that month, and if you fail to do so, they will charge you this much amount of money, this much amount. Like you have to pay the whole next month fee also. We already completed that, so we're ready to move on. But our hostel warden said that you cannot get out, you have to pay that. And then apart from that, she told us that you have to pay this also, this pay. So it was summing up to around 20 something thousand, and she was not even there. At that time, she was outside. I think she was in Bangkok or something else. We were not ready to pay that much amount, and I cannot tell my parents because I'm moving out to. My parents will never agree to that, so I cannot ask that much amount of money to my parents. So we decided to leave while everyone is busy or everyone is sleeping. So we packed and everything, and while we were leaving, the cook, she came out from the balcony. She was like, "Kaha ja rahe ho aap log? Where are you guys going?" And we were like, "We are just going for a trip and all this." And then we left, we fled, and then we moved into the new house. And yes, before moving to the new house, I will also tell you how careless I am. We took 2 taxis because there were lots of things, I don't know, it was not even useful. The things that half of it, we don't even use it. So there were lots of things. And then they were charging us I think around 700 and all these things. So no, but we decided to, no, bhaiya, please take this much amount. Please just take 600. And I was like, whenever I talk to people and I want something, I become like this. Bhaiya, please take this much amount. And I was like, bhaiya, please take 600. Yeah, but we're students, you have to understand her. And the whole way I was conversing, my friend was in another taxi and I was in another taxi with my things, and my friend was also in another taxi with his things. So I was coming with that bhaiya, and I was like, "Bhaiya, tum kahan se ho? Like, what about you? You have wife, you have kids." He gave me a discount, so I have to be a nice person, people pleaser. So yes, I was like, "Bhaiya, how much do you earn? How much do you earn in a month?" And all these things. And he was like, and all these things. The conversation was very sweet, and we dropped our things, and now it's time to pay. So yeah, so my friend was going and meeting the person that we will be sharing our rooms with, because this will be my first time meeting him. So yes, he was going and calling them, informing them that we are here. So I have to pay. And so the bhaiya, he gave me his scanner, and then the other taxi driver was like 600 cannot do, you have to pay this much. And I was like, bhaiya, please tell him, we already discussed on this, so I will just pay you 600. And I was like, 600, and I paid him. And they left, they were so happy. Even that guy, all of a sudden, he was not talking. And he was like, so both of them were smiling at me, and they left. And we unpacked, and we, moved our things to our new place. And when I checked my bank balance account, I gave them 900 rupees. Like I gave them 900 rupees thinking that 6 and 9, like I thought that I paid them 600, but it was actually 900. And that bhaiya that I was very sweet to, bhaiya. He did not say anything. He was just smiling at me and I paid him 900. And now I get it why they were smiling at me and they were so happy and they left. So yeah, that's how I moved into that place. Even in that rent, we will be sharing the same room again. So that's the problem. Friend and I, we thought we would get separate rooms, but that was not possible. But since they were charging us less, we'll be paying that less than 8,000. We were okay with that, so we just moved in. Like we have to enter the place from our room. The other guys, the other roommates' room is here, and then there's the kitchen and all these things. The kitchen was so tiny. And that guy had a girlfriend who already graduated. So now the story will spice up. So the guy had a girlfriend and he was from our college. He was a senior and he takes science and all those things. And at first it was so good. I thought she will be here for some, some days, 2 days and so on. And she will go back to her place, Yes, she will go back. So I was like, no problem, okay. Nice to meet you. Like, come on, like we will coexist together in peace. And all those things, like we're so excited. We were cooking, they were cooking for us and all those things. But that was just for the initial days, like for some days. And slowly, I think I am very toxic myself. Slowly, I got, started getting irritated from everything they do. The other roommate, he asked us if like we party, we have like friends, and we have all these partners that we will bring. So we say no, we don't have, like we have friends and they will come sometimes, but yeah, you have to adjust with that. But we don't have partners and such that. And so yeah, we were very clear about that. And so since he asked like, do you have partners, you cannot bring your partners, that also should apply to him, that he cannot bring his girlfriend. So I don't mind them dating each other, but since he asked, you have to follow as well. But on the first day I was like, okay, she might be just here like for 2-3 days and she might leave. So, but she stayed for 1 week and she's also there for another week. And slowly things were getting, spicy. She was writing like, if we do something, she'll go to her boyfriend's room. It's not even her room, and I wouldn't even. Yeah, so she will go to her boyfriend's room and she'll take out a piece of A4 size paper and she'll write like with a very ugly handwriting and with very broken grammar. She'll write something like, and she'll paste it. You should not do this. You cannot touch this. So we are living together. We are paying the same amount. We are paying, we are buying the groceries together. So how can you tell us not to do? Like, how can you tell us what not to do when you are the one, when you are the outside living with us? So now I am having problems. But for me, I'm so nice. Like when I meet you in person, I'll be the nicest person that you will ever meet. I'll welcome you, I'll hug you and all these things. Like, come on, besties and all these things. But my patience, like true colors, it comes out easily. So yeah, I was starting to lose my patience, and I was getting irritated, and I cannot hide my expression when I'm angry, when I'm irritated with someone. So I will just, react. If she does something, I'll just like, I will just slam things and all these things. She's a girl, I know, and then I'm a guy, I know that, and it's not like I'm physically, there were some physical altercations or, we were fighting, I was beating her, not like that. The guy, that loser, he was nice, but he was like so controlled by his girlfriend. So she will come back, she will go back, she will come back, and she'll be like, she's eating her groceries, she's not buying anything, and she's like, if we cook something, she gets offended. I got so pissed that one morning when I was sleeping, and it's not, okay, I'll admit it, if it was like, we were getting late and it was a college day, if it was a normal day, but it was Saturday, and for San Antonio, on Saturdays, we don't have classes. So it was, I think, around 7, so yeah, I don't know if it's my fault or not, but for me, like around 7, if it's a holiday, like if it's a weekend, you should let someone sleep. So my friend and I were sleeping, and then she came from her room. She can just sweep her room. I don't know if she is doing us a favor by sweeping our room, or she's just being annoying. I don't know. I can sweep my own room. My roommate and I can sweep our own room. So she opened the door. She started drawing the curtains. The sun was coming in and all those things. And then and then the guy was playing music. And it's not even normal music. And I'm so sorry if you listen to all these Bhojpuri songs, but I hate those things. And it's so loud in the morning, 7 a.m. They were playing Bhojpuri songs. So I got so irritated and I threw my blanket and I said, I shouted, I screamed at her, and she quickly went to her room and she locked the door, and she did not even open the door, and we did not even have breakfast. We woke up and we were up. They were, discussing some things, and they finally opened the door and I did not even talk to them. I just went like bitches, and I just went to the bathroom and I peed and I cooked, I made tea, and I did everything. Like, I don't care for them now. Like, I don't care for them. I don't even care like if they say something to my face and all that. Like, I don't care what they will say to me. So I just started doing all these things, and I came back, I ate, my roommate and we were eating, and all this. We were also bitching about them, they were also bitching about us. And around like 7 at night, that night, the guy came to us and he was like, the girl should come and talk to us, talk to me. The guy came and he was like, we should discuss something, like since we're living together. And I respect him for that, but I was not in the mood to do that. Like, I cannot talk to him, like, they don't matter, and fuck them. So he was calling me. I did not even look at him. I was just browsing my phone and I was just being very, very bitchy. And my roommate was like, what happened? Like, yeah, we should discuss and all these things. But also even my friend was not like very okay talking to him. So it was so awkward for him. He went back to his room with his girlfriend. My friend and I would bring these things, and we were buying these potatoes and all these things, all the ration and all these things we were buying, but mostly we were buying. And they eat so many meals. I'm not saying I don't eat, I eat a lot too, but they cook so many, in a day they eat around 4 or 5 meals, and I cannot keep up with that. Like, they are not even buying, they are asking us to buy. Also, when we eat, they have problem with that, but for themselves, they are eating 4 or 5 meals in a day. So it was becoming very problematic for me, and it was just getting more irritating and irritating. They were irritating me more. And one night, when we were, this was the canon event of this whole story time. I think it was around 11 when we were browsing our phone. The walls are very sheer in our room. Like, the partitions were very sheer. We can hear everything, every noise, and every conversations they were having. And all these things. So, we were hearing some weird sounds, like and all these things. And when I went closely and listened, they were having sex. And I was calling my roommate, listen. And we got so disgusted. Like, it's not that we don't, like, I know and I support all these things. He was the one who was telling me all these things. She was giving us life advices. She sucks at studies and she has back peppers also, but she was still advising me. So them doing that when we are just right next to them in the next room, it was so disgusting and it was so irritating. So, but then again, we let it slide and I was not talking to them. And finally, thankfully, the girl was leaving. She will come back, don't worry. She was leaving, like, she had to go home and all these things. She was having some family problems. Since she was leaving, I was also like being kind and all these things. There was so many luggages that belongs to her, and their boyfriend, since like he cannot do anything, he is a straight man, hetero man, but still that the homos were helping. He did not even carry a thing. He was just holding her hand, going back and forth, and we were just carrying her big luggages, helping her, and she left. So she left, and after some few weeks, I think we stayed in that place for only 2 months. After a week since she left, I invited some of my friends, invited them to our place to have dinner. And we came and we were playing slow music, soft music, we were singing together. I think I won't do my makeup, I'm so exhausted. So we were cooking, we even cooked for him and his friend. After we were done cooking, we gathered in our room and we were eating. We even offered them to eat. And out of nowhere, also, yeah, I cannot make this video like one-sided. We were also drinking, but also we were not like haha hee like ooh let's party and all this things. We were also drinking, but we were being very normal. So the landlord came and was like, क्या कर रहे हो? Like, तुम लोग क्या कर रहे हो? What are you guys doing? Like, I told you not to make noise. Your roommate, he's studying and like he have exams, and you guys are bringing in friends. You guys are making noise, loud noise, and all these things. ऐसा तमाशा क्या क्यों कर रहे हो ऐसा? We are not doing all these things, but the landlord was like, यहाँ से निकलो, यहाँ से निकलो. And my roommate and I, we got very irritated. So the landlord left, and we were like, क्या करो या अभी क्या करो? बोल दिया अभी तो. Like, we already said that we will get out, because when we sing get out, we were like, yes, we will leave. You know, the guy, let's name him S. So he came out of his room. He was trying to sympathize, like, as if like he was like, क्या हुआ, क्यों ऐसा हुआ, and all these things. And I got so annoyed because he was the one who snitched on us, and we told him that we will leave, so you have to pay all these things alone. And he was like, no, that cannot happen. He did not say that to our face, but he went to his room, he called his girlfriend, he was panicking because if we leave, he will have to pay the whole rent fee by himself. It's so irritating because if he knows that we will leave, why does he have to lie to or complain to the owner? Because first of all, he does not have exams. Second of all, he doesn't study. And third of all, we were not making loud noises. And this was, we were just bringing our friends. He was so good on the owner's face. Like, he was that innocent boy and all these things. And the next day, the girlfriend came back from Assam. So I was like, she is not even part. She's not even paying the fee. She is not. And my roommate and I, my friend and I, we got so irritated. We got so furious. And she was like, yes, I said, let's talk. And I was like, I don't want to talk to you, and I don't have it in me to talk to her anymore. On second thought, we decided not to move out because it was a hassle, and we did all these things in the heat of the moment. And we told us that we decided not to move out again. Like, let's just bear it for another month. But the girlfriend was like, no, you have to leave. I'm already searching another roommate for him, so you have to leave. And she called the owner and she told the landlord all these things about us. The owner came and she was like, you have to get out, pack your things and leave. It was so bad because we have nowhere to go and we have to leave the next day, and there were so many programs coming up. Like, there was this video program coming up where I have to host, my friend have this meeting and all these things. So where will we go? I got so annoyed. Like, it's not even her business. And one thing with the owner is that he made those rules, and he knows that that guy and his girlfriend is breaking the rule, but he is like telling us all these things, and I was also telling him they do this all this, but he was not buying any of what he was not buying our reasons. He was not buying, our side of the story, and he was just believing them. So he was so biased in all these things. We moved to this classmate who stays in rent, and that night, that girl, she texted my friend saying that, Eden, you're so nice. I really regret that, you have to leave. But the problem was your friend, like, he's like that, he's so short-tempered. It's so hard to adjust with him. So, like, my boyfriend has, like, these problems with him. He's so dominating. I feel intimidated and all those things. And my friend showed me those texts, and I was like, why should I be the bad person in this story when you are the one creating all these things, when you are living with us without paying a single penny? So I called her, and she picked, and she was like, I was like, bitch, how can you say you were having sex and all this, and now I was ranting, and the other guy and my friend, they were like, please stop it, chill, and I was like, and I got so annoyed that after ending the call, I even called my dad, and I was like, I'll kill him, I'll kill her, I'll kill them, I cannot. And my dad was like, cool, chill, like, you have to, not cool, chill. My dad will never say that, cool, chill. What? He was like, don't let all these things, you have to love others. God did not. That, after I ended the call with my dad, she sent me another text. She was like, you gay little bitch, you think this girly attitude, this dominating attitude will take you anywhere? No one will ever love you. You don't even have a boyfriend. And she was right, I did not have a boyfriend. I just broke up with my boyfriend at the time, my ex-boyfriend now. I don't even have a boyfriend, and I know that you are jealous that we were having sex. So what? We were having sex, we love each other. I have someone to love, but you don't have. Girl, stay to the point. So I was like, I replied to her, you and all these things. If I ever see you, or if I ever see your boyfriend, I'll smack your face and all these things. And I even texted the boyfriend and I was like, if I see you in college, you are so dead. And I even posted that status and people were replying, like, people think that since I'm very girly and gay and all these things, I cannot do all these and all these things. But don't underestimate me. I might be girly, but I would say I'm physically very strong, and if you are in for a fight and if you offend me, I will not hesitate to slap you a punch. Texted, I threatened that guy, I will kill you and all these things, and I'm so sorry for that. I won't kill you, but I will. That guy, he started avoiding me whenever he sees me in college. Yeah, that was the whole story about us moving, and we left and we were searching for another house. We were roaming, and thank you so much, Jenny, for helping us, get in the place that we are living in now. So then the place that I'm living in now, we are paying 10,000 separate electricity bill. And it's not good. It's not even comfortable, but yeah, we got a place and I'm happy that at least we got a place. Now coming back to the college. So the first year on my orientation day, I missed the orientation day. The second day, when the classes were starting, I entered the college, and as soon as I entered the college, आते ही खत्म हो गया ऐसा. And then the library is nice. The library is really nice. But I'll come back to the library and the fee counter and all those things. Wait. And then I love my professors. The professors are really good. So, Anthony's is more on the academic side. So if you are into academic and all these things, Anthony is a great place for you. And that's the whole thing about St. Anthony's. That's not the whole thing about St. Anthony's. So, and then fee structure. Since I'm from Nagaland and I know how much expenses my friends or my family members spend for the college, I think I would say St. Anthony's is very cheap compared to Edmonds and all these things. St. Anthony's is actually very cheap. I hope I don't get reported or cancelled, or I hope I don't get cancelled. I'm not that big, but I hope people don't get offended. The people out there, I love you. I love Shillong. I love Shillong culture and all these things. Yes, but yeah, this is no offense to anyone, but from my personal experiences, and I've asked some of my friends to give me their feedback on the college, about the college. So yeah, they said everything was nice, and I would also say everything was nice, not perfect but nice, okay, adjustable. But the library, the person in library and the counter, oh my goodness, they are so rude, and so partial. We were lining up for the paying fees and all these forms and all these things, and then they were talking so sweetly and so nicely to the locals, or the locals, the students who studies with us. So they were like, okay, you need this, and when it comes to us, don't even smile. Do this, do that, don't bring. And then the person in the library, she's worse. She's so sorry, but yeah, the encounters were so bad, so rude. Sometimes we have to print something, we have to return a book, and all those things, and they're like, there's no formality, there's no politeness. They could have just said, you have to do this, you have to do that, instruct well. How can you expect a new student who joined the college to know everything about what goes on? But they are like, do this, do that, don't do that. I talked back a few times, and it got me into a more messier position, and I cannot manage to getting in trouble anymore. But one particular incident was for the scholarship. So and that's the reason why I still haven't gotten my scholarship, and why I won't get my scholarship. So the scholarship, everything was done from Nagaland. So, I sent my forms and everything, my birth certificate, my mark sheet, and all these things to the person who was doing my scholarship in Nagaland. And he was like, go and confirm. Take this, get the signature, and click the picture, and send it in PDF form. So yeah, I just have to get the signature of all these things. So I went to submit. I went for 4 days, and then on all these days there were no classes, but the office was open for their work. That's what they are getting paid for. So, and I did not even interrupt them. To make it clear, I did not even interrupt them during their break time. It was their working hours. So I went, and then there was no one. There was no rush. So on the first day I went and I submitted to get their signature, and they were like, it was the lady who was in the counter. So she was like, no, like you are missing this, go and complete that and come back. So I took that and I went back, and because I'm just doing what the person, the scholarship thing from Naglen told me to do. So I went back and I asked him, I clicked him the picture. They are saying this is missing and all these things, and they said that nothing is missing. Your file, your document, everything is completed. Just get the signature. So the next day, not signature, just get the stamp. What do we call that? Yeah, just get the stamp or whatever that is. This one. So I came back the next day and I was like, I gave it to the guy because the girl was like busy with her computer and all these things. I gave the guy and I was like, he flipped my pages. Come again tomorrow. We cannot do this today. Like we have some work. So come again tomorrow. So I took that and I went back. The third day I came, I gave it to the guy because the lady, because I already had some issues with her and she knows me very well. She not me very well, but she knows my face. So like it will lead to further complications. So I gave to the guy and the guy was checking my paper and he was like, no, this is not it. This is missing. This is missing. He did not even tell me what is missing. He was inside the counter and the paper was like this and he was like, this is missing. This is missing. This is missing. How do I know what is missing? He's just saying this is missing. This is missing. Do it again and bring it tomorrow. And I've already been spending so much money. It's not even so much, but every day I'm doing this and that. So, the paper and all these things. So it's going around 100 and it's costing me around 100 each day. So, like, it was so like, it was a big headache. So I took that and, I was like not in a good mood and I went back and I did that. I printed out again and I called the guy in the office in Auckland and I was like, what do I have to do? Like, and then he said, and it was the same paper. And I came back the next day. And I submitted it to him and he was like, what is this? What is this? Do you submit a paper like this? And he just gave it to me like this. And I was like, I couldn't hold my expression. I couldn't hold my tongue. And I was like, I took the paper and I crumbled the paper and I tore the paper. First I crumbled it and then I opened it again and I tore the paper. I don't need this scholarship. My dad has enough money. My dad does not have enough money. But yeah, I said, for the main character vibes, I said, my dad has enough money and I don't need all this. And I tore the paper in front of them and the girl was like, what's your name? Give me your ID card. And the guy was like, he was so furious. I might get punched also, but I was like, I walked and I threw the paper in the dustbin, in the blue dustbin. And after all that, I did not get scholarship. So yeah, that's the whole story. So they are very rude. I don't know if you will experience the same. Is it because of the way I look? Is it because of the way I am? But I think that's not it. People will say the haters, but who watches this video and who doesn't like me would comment that, yeah, like it's your face, it's your mannerism, because you are like that, because you are gay and you are a faggot and all these things. But even my friends experience that, of all genders and of all sexualities, they have experienced that. So yeah, I think they're just rude in general. So I hope they do better. Please help me reach 1K by next month or so, because I really need your love and support. And also I'll be dropping my another story time very soon. So it will be about some love thing. So if you want some relationship advice, I'm not good with giving advice, but from my personal experiences and all these things, some embarrassing things. So yeah, thank you so much for watching my video and please like, subscribe and share.